ATA for refusing to give my sister my wedding dress and ruining her big day? Hi, Reddit. This is going to be long, but I really need outside opinions. I, 28F, got married last year to my husband, 30M. Our wedding was everything I wanted. Small, simple, but deeply personal. My dress was custom-made by a local designer. I spent months working with her on it. Not just because I wanted it to be perfect, but because I was honoring my late grandmother, who raised me after my mom passed. The dress had lace from my grandmother's old gown sewn into the sleeves and a pendant she gave me hidden in the lining near the heart. It wasn't just a dress. It was my history. Enter my younger sister, Emily, 24F. Emily and I have always had a complicated relationship. She's my half-sister. We share the same dad, but different moms. After my mom died, I lived with my grandma, while Emily lived with her mom. She and I were never super close growing up, but I always tried to be there for her. The problem is, Emily can be entitled. If she wants something, she expects to get it. My dad spoils her, partly out of guilt because he wasn't always around. Anyway, Emily got engaged 6 months ago. I congratulated her, offered to help with planning, and everything seemed fine. Until she called me one night, crying, saying her fiancé's family was insisting on a big wedding, but she couldn't afford a dress. I told her I could help her look for budget-friendly options, even help pay for alterations. That's when she dropped the bomb. She wanted to wear my wedding dress. I laughed at first because I thought she was joking, but she was dead serious. She said, "You already wore it. It's just sitting in your closet. Why should you hoard it when it could make me happy?" I explained gently that my dress was extremely sentimental. It wasn't about money. It was about memories, and I wasn't comfortable giving it away. She started guilt-tripping me, saying I was being selfish and unsisterly. She even pulled the "mom would have wanted us to share everything" card, which hurt because she barely knew my mom. I thought that was the end of it. Nope. Emily went to my dad, who then called me and said, "It's just a dress. Why are you being so dramatic? Emily deserves to feel beautiful too." I lost my patience. I told him the dress wasn't up for debate. It was mine, it was tied to Grandma, and no amount of pressure would change that. Cue Emily blowing up my phone, alternating between begging and insulting me. She said things like, "You think you're better than me because you had a Pinterest wedding. Your husband probably doesn't even care about that dress. If you don't let me wear it, I'll never forgive you." It got so bad that I moved the dress to my in-laws' house, just to keep it safe. My gut told me she might actually try to take it. And I was right. 2 weeks later, my in-laws called me while I was at work. Apparently, Emily had shown up at their house. How she even got their address, I don't know, and asked to borrow something. When they said no, she started crying about how I was cruel and how a real sister would share. Thankfully, my MIL shut that down immediately and called me. When I confronted Emily, she admitted she was trying to get the dress without telling me. She said I was being a gatekeeper and accused me of valuing fabric over family. That was my breaking point. I told her flat out, she is not invited to my home, and if she keeps harassing me, I'll block her completely. Now, my phone is full of messages from family members. Some say I should just give her the dress. It's not worth the fight. Others say Emily is acting entitled and I need to stand my ground. My husband is 100% on my side, but I can't lie. Part of me feels guilty. I keep replaying it in my head. Am I really the villain for refusing to give her something that means so much to me? It's just a dress, right? But to me, it's not just a dress. It's my grandmother's memory, my mom's absence, my wedding day, all stitched into fabric. So Reddit, AIT for refusing to give my sister my wedding dress and ruining her big day. Edit. Same night. Wow, this blew up. Thank you for the awards and all the supportive comments. To clarify, no, I didn't promise Emily the dress. I never even hinted she could have it. Yes, I offered to help her financially within my means. She rejected it because she specifically wants my dress. For those asking, Emily's wedding is in 5 months. She still has time to find something. Update 1, 2 weeks later. Well, it happened. Emily's fiancé's mom reached out to me privately. Apparently, Emily told her entire future in-laws that I was hoarding the dress and refusing to help her. Her FMIL was confused and wanted to hear my side. When I explained everything, including the sentimental value in the attempted dress heist at my in-laws' house, she was horrified. Turns out, Emily has a habit of dramatizing situations to get her way. Her fiancé's family is now extremely wary of her behavior. Her FMIL even offered to help her buy a new dress, which Emily refused because she's embarrassed. Now Emily is furious at me again because she thinks I ruined her reputation with her future in-laws. Update 2, Wedding Week. The wedding is this weekend and I just got uninvited. Yup. Emily sent me a long text saying that unless I make things right and stop being selfish, she doesn't want me there. I cried, not gonna lie. She's still my sister, and I wanted to be there for her. But at the same time, how could I make things right? By handing over my grandmother's lace and my mom's pendant stitched into my wedding gown number. So I'm not going. My dad is siding with Emily and says I'm tearing the family apart. My husband says this is just Emily showing her true colors, and maybe it's better this way. Final update, 3 months later. Emily's wedding happened without me. From what I heard, it was fine, but there was drama anyway because she fought with her FMIL about the flowers. I wasn't surprised. Here's the kicker. Emily ended up renting a dress at the last minute. But apparently, the whole night she told anyone who would listen that her selfish sister ruined everything. Since then, we haven't spoken. My dad is still cold toward me, but my mom's side of the family, my grandma's sisters, cousins, etc., have all rallied around me. They said my grandma would have been heartbroken if I gave away the dress, and they're proud of me for protecting it. The dress is still safe at my in-laws' house. I don't regret keeping it. What I regret is how much guilt I let myself feel for standing up for something that mattered to me. So, am I the asshole? I don't think so anymore.